When people talk about India, they often think of unhygienic food and the chaos of the country. But if I told you there's a country not far behind, would you believe me? It might even be worse. I'm talking about Bangladesh. In today's video, we'll explore 15 surprising facts about one of the dirtiest and most densely populated countries in the world. So put on your mask and gloves and get ready for an adventure full of extremely bizarre and shocking things. First, geography. Bangladesh is located in South Asia, bordering India to the north, west, and east, Myanmar to the southeast, and the Bay of Bengal to the south. The country is characterized by predominantly flat and low geography, with extensive alluvial plains formed by the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna rivers flowing through its territory. Known as the Land of Rivers, Bangladesh has over 700 rivers. These rivers play a crucial role in the daily lives of its inhabitants, serving as transportation routes, irrigation sources for agriculture, and fishing grounds, which is one of the main economic activities of the country. Second, population density. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. With a relatively small area of approximately 148,000 square kilometers and a population of over 160 million, this results in a population density of more than 1,000 people per square kilometer. For comparison, Bangladesh is almost the same size as the Brazilian state of Amapá, which has 142,000 square kilometers, but with a population 186 times larger. This makes Bangladesh one of the most crowded places on the planet. Third, cuisine. Similar to India, lack of hygiene in Bangladesh can be a significant concern, especially in street markets where sanitary conditions are often precarious. On the streets, it is common to find a wide variety of foods being prepared and sold in improvised stalls without any hygiene. These stalls offer a diversity of traditional dishes like pythas, rice cakes, fuchka, stuffed dough balls, and a mix of chickpeas and spices. Additionally, the water used for cooking and the ingredients are often of questionable quality, sometimes even using contaminated sources. Fourth, ethnic groups. Bangladesh is full of ethnic groups, and one in particular draws attention: the Garo tribe, also known as the Mandis. They have a curious cultural practice of husband sharing that still persists in some of their communities. In this practice, a woman can share her husband with her sister or another close relative, ensuring that all women, especially those without partners, have the opportunity to form a family and have children. This tradition has roots in their matrilineal structure, where property and community leadership are passed down through the female line and helps balance the gender ratio in cases where the male population is smaller. Fifth, natural disasters. Bangladesh is one of the most vulnerable countries to natural disasters, frequently facing cyclones, floods, and earthquakes due to its geographical location and topographical features. Additionally, Bangladesh is situated near several tectonic faults, making it prone to earthquakes that can further aggravate damage caused by other disasters. The combination of these natural factors constantly pressures the country's emergency infrastructures and recovery resources, highlighting the need for effective mitigation and adaptation strategies. 6. Air quality. Being a small country but with a large population, Bangladesh often ranks at the top of the list of countries with the worst air quality in the world, with Dhaka, the capital, being one of the most affected cities. Air pollution is driven by various factors, including vehicle emissions, unregulated industries, burning waste and biomass, and construction dust. Fine particles and other pollutants frequently exceed the limits recommended by the World Health Organization, resulting in toxic air that causes serious public health problems. 7. Language. The official language of the country is Bengali or Bangla, spoken by more than 98% of the population. The language has a rich literary tradition with famous poets like Rabindranath Tagore, who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. Mother Language Day, celebrated on February 21st, is an important holiday that commemorates the struggle for the preservation of the Bengali language. 8. Religion. The country has the third largest Muslim population in the world, only behind Indonesia and Pakistan. Islam is the predominant religion, with approximately 90% of the population. However, the country also has significant communities of Hindus, Christians, and Buddhists. 9th, tourist attractions. Bangladesh has 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, each contributing to the country's rich cultural and natural heritage. The Sundarbans mangrove forest, recognized for its ecological importance, is the largest mangrove forest in the world and a habitat for the Bengal tiger, an endangered animal whose roar can be heard up to 3 kilometers away. Bagerhat, known as the historic mosque city, features notable 15th-century mosques and structures showcasing the architectural and cultural achievements of a medieval Muslim city. Additionally, the ruins of the Buddhist Vihara at Paharpur offer a glimpse of Bangladesh's historical connection to Buddhist culture through the archaeological remains of an ancient monastery. If you think everything in the country is dirty, you're completely mistaken. Cox's Bazar, for example, located in the southeast of the country, has the longest beach in the world, with approximately 120 kilometers of golden sands and blue waters. It is one of Bangladesh's main tourist destinations, attracting visitors from all over the world. 10th. Cultural practices. In Bangladesh, hygiene practices and cultural customs are deeply rooted in traditions and daily life. A notable custom is the use of water instead of toilet paper for cleaning after using the bathroom, which is considered more hygienic and eco-friendly. Additionally, eating with hands is a common practice in the country. For them, using the right hand to eat is considered a way to connect with the food and better appreciate the flavors. This habit is also linked to religious and cultural traditions, where the right hand is seen as cleaner and more appropriate for actions like eating. 11th. Ship cemetery. Bangladesh has the largest ship cemetery in the world, located in the city of Chittagong. Ship dismantling is a vital industry for the local economy, but is carried out under extremely dangerous conditions. Most workers come from rural areas and are drawn to the sector by the promise of employment. However, earnings are low, and work hours are long and exhausting without guaranteed labor rights. Moreover, workers face fatal risks and exposure to toxic substances without adequate protection. Besides the health hazards to workers, such as respiratory problems and diseases caused by exposure to chemical and metal residues, ship dismantling also causes serious environmental damage, polluting the sea and harming local communities. 12th. Transportation. Rickshaws, which are bicycles adapted with a passenger cabin, are an extremely popular means of transportation in Bangladesh, especially in Dhaka, the capital. They offer an affordable and convenient way to get around densely populated urban areas. However, traffic in Bangladesh is notoriously chaotic and congested, with streets frequently crowded with vehicles, rickshaws, and pedestrians competing for space. The lack of adequate infrastructure, absence of respect for traffic rules, and uncontrolled urban growth contribute to severe traffic jams and frequent accidents. Overcrowded trains are a striking feature of the transportation system in Bangladesh, reflecting the high demand for mobility in a densely populated country. During peak periods, trains become so full that passengers often travel in extreme conditions, occupying not only the carriages but also the roofs of the trains and hanging from the sides. Additionally, steamboats and ferries crossing the country's rivers offer a charming and vital mode of transportation, showcasing the riverine landscapes of Bangladesh. 13. Festivals. The Bengali New Year, known as Pohela Boishakh, is one of the country's biggest cultural festivals. Celebrated on April 14th, it is a day of joy marked by parades, dances, music, and traditional feasts. People wear new and colorful clothes, and the festivities unite communities in celebration of Bengali culture and heritage. Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha are the two biggest Muslim festivals, celebrated with community prayers, feasts, donations to the needy, and family gatherings, highlighting the importance of faith and community. 14. Sports. Cricket is the most popular sport in Bangladesh, attracting millions of fans and serving as a symbol of national identity and pride. Introduced during the British colonial period, cricket quickly gained popularity and became a central part of the country's sports culture. The national team, known as the Tigers, participates in international competitions, including the Cricket World Cup, and the games are followed with passion by large crowds and a wide television audience. The sport is played between two teams of 11 players each on an oval field with a central rectangular pitch. The main objective is to score more runs than the opposing team. The team that scores the most runs wins the game. 15. Products. The textile industry is one of the most important in the country, with Bangladesh being one of the largest exporters of clothing in the world. Textile production is an ancient tradition, and the country is known for its high-quality fabrics, such as muslin, which was once highly valued by European merchants. The country is also one of the world's leading tea producers. The city of Srimangal, often called the tea capital, is the beating heart of the country's tea industry. Located in the northeastern region, Srimangal is famous for its vast and rolling tea plantations that stretch as far as the eye can see. These are just some of the most surprising facts about Bangladesh. Now tell us, what caught your attention the most? If you made it to the end of this video, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. It encourages me to continue bringing more content. See you in the next video.